Chosen one, something is different today, and your spirit noticed it before your logic could explain it. The atmosphere around you has shifted, not subtly, not gradually, but decisively. This is one of those rare moments when heaven adjusts the frequency of an entire day, and those who are aligned feel it immediately. You may not be able to point to a single external reason yet, but internally there is a knowing, an alertness, a quiet anticipation that today is not ordinary. This is not imagination. This is not emotional fluctuation. This is alignment. Miracles are active today, not scheduled for some distant future, not postponed until conditions improve, not waiting for permission. They are already moving, already assigned, already en route. The sky above you carries a different tone. The spiritual climate around you has changed, and what once felt heavy, resistant, or delayed has been replaced with motion and openness. Divine alignment has stepped in where delay once lived. The waiting season has ended without announcement, and the receiving season has begun without noise. Today is not just another day, it is a gateway, a portal, a passageway between who you were and who you are now becoming. You are standing at a threshold where things finally begin to respond to you instead of resisting you. This is the kind of day where timelines merge, where what has been prepared behind the scenes suddenly becomes accessible in the natural world. You did not force this moment. You did not rush it. You arrived here because your growth caught up with your destiny. Heaven waited until you could carry what was coming without losing yourself. And now the signal has gone out. The atmosphere has been marked. Expectation is justified. Movement is authorized. Miracles are no longer theoretical for you. They are practical, tangible, and active today. Walk into this day knowing something has already shifted in your favor. Chosen one, understand this clearly. What you are receiving right now is not information meant to be stored. It is a transmission meant to be activated. There are moments when words carry frequency, when sound itself becomes a vehicle for alignment, and this is one of those moments. This message is alive, responsive, and participatory. That is why your attention matters. That is why staying present until the end is not just about listening. It is about allowing the full transmission to complete its work within you. When you consciously engage, something responds. This is how prophetic flow works. It meets you at the level of your expectancy. That is why you are being invited to activate your intention. By writing what you desire, by declaring what you are ready to receive, by typing the number 99 as a symbol of completion and energetic release. 99 represents the closing of a cycle that has already run its course and the readiness for what comes next. This is not superstition. This is agreement. It is a signal that says, I am finished carrying what no longer belongs to me, and I am open to what has been prepared. Even the simple act of liking, subscribing, and consciously choosing to stay connected is an act of alignment. It tells your subconscious, your spirit, and the unseen realm that you are not passively consuming, you are participating. Expectation sharpens perception. When you expect miracles, you notice them. When you notice them, they multiply. This is not about trying harder. It is about opening wider. You were drawn here for a reason. Something in you recognized the timing. Honor that. Lean in. Engage fully. Because when intention meets alignment, miracles do not need to be chased, they arrive. Chosen one, today is not about a single breakthrough, it is about momentum. A cascade has begun, and once it starts, it builds on itself. Miracles today will not be limited to one dramatic moment. They will unfold hour by hour, quietly stacking in your favor. A message arrives at the exact right time. A delay dissolves unexpectedly. A financial concern eases. A door opens without resistance. A decision becomes clear without stress. These are not random occurrences. They are evidence that a divine timeline has activated in real time. Even when you pause, heaven continues working. Even when you rest, things move on your behalf. That is the power of alignment. You no longer have to micromanage outcomes. They come to you. You may notice that effort feels lighter today, that responses come faster, that obstacles feel less solid. That is because the phase of friction has ended. You are no longer pushing against timing. You are moving with it. One miracle today will create space for the next, and then the next, until you realize the entire day has been working for you. Do not dismiss the small shifts. Do not overlook the subtle wins. Each one is part of a larger orchestration unfolding around you. Stay aware. Stay receptive. This is how divine momentum feels: quiet, steady, undeniable. The cascade has already begun. Chosen one, this moment did not appear out of nowhere. It was built through endurance, through faithfulness in seasons where nothing seemed to change, through restraint when reaction would have been easier, through gratitude offered even when answers were delayed. Heaven recorded all of it. Every silent decision, every act of obedience no one applauded, every time you chose integrity over impulse. What you thought were delays were actually alignments. What felt like being held back was protection and positioning. You were accumulating spiritual momentum without seeing immediate results. And now that stored momentum is being released all at once. This is why progress feels sudden now. This is why things are resolving quickly. Preparation always looks slow until fulfillment begins. Heaven does not forget consistency, it multiplies it. You are being readied for a moment where blessings could arrive without destabilizing you. And now that moment is here. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was overlooked. You were not ignored. You were being prepared for acceleration. Today marks the shift from preparation into fulfillment, from endurance into reward, from waiting into witnessing. Chosen one, you did not walk through the wilderness by accident. You were forged there. The heartbreak, the isolation, the moments of confusion and loss were not punishments. They were formation. Sacred ground disguised as struggle. You learned who you were when comfort was removed. You discovered strength that could not have been developed any other way. Emotional resilience, spiritual authority, discernment, boundaries. That is why you can now stand in miracles without being overwhelmed by them. You are fortified, grounded, stable. The fire did not consume you, it refined you. And because of that refinement, your identity now matches the weight of what is arriving. You are not the same person who once hoped for this. You are the person who can sustain it. That is the shift. That is why miracles can land and remain. You are no longer asking from insecurity. You are receiving from alignment. The version of you that emerges from fire is the version trusted with overflow. And that is who you are now, chosen one. This is how heaven moves most powerfully, silently first, then suddenly. While it seemed like nothing was changing on the surface, everything was shifting underneath. Conversations you were never part of. Decisions made in rooms you never entered. Resistance quietly removed without you having to explain yourself. God does his deepest work out of sight so that when the breakthrough arrives, it cannot be argued, delayed, or reversed. And today carries the energy of divine suddenlies. That means things that have been stagnant will move quickly. Doors that felt sealed will open without effort. People who were distant will change posture toward you without you initiating anything. Favor will appear without negotiation. Provision will show up without struggle. This is not chaos, it is precision. Divine suddenlies happen when all unseen preparation is complete. You may wake up expecting an ordinary day, only to realize by nightfall that everything has shifted. One phone call, one message, one decision, one yes. And suddenly the terrain changes. Do not be startled by the speed. You are not being rushed, you are being released. What takes place today will feel effortless because the resistance was already handled behind the scenes. Stay flexible. Stay observant. Sudden does not mean unstable. It means overdue, chosen one. Do not mistake today as a one-time blessing. This is not a moment, it is a pattern. What you are stepping into now is a new rhythm of living where miracles are no longer rare interruptions, but natural expressions of alignment. The flow you are experiencing does not expire at midnight. It continues because it is anchored in who you have become, not just what you receive. This is the difference between visitation and habitation. Your identity now matches overflow. You are no longer asking from survival. You are receiving from stability. That is why this season sustains itself. You are tuned to a higher frequency, one where favor circulates, opportunities recognize you, and provision finds you without strain. Expect consistency. Expect ease. Expect repetition of good things. The old cycle of feast and famine is over. You are learning how to live in a steady miracle rhythm where what flows in is replenished naturally. This is not luck. This is alignment made permanent. Chosen one, you knew before today arrived that something was close. Not anxious anticipation, but calm readiness. Your body, your spirit, your nervous system have already adjusted to the weight of what is coming. That is how you know this is real. When something arrives before you are ready, it destabilizes you. When it arrives after readiness, it settles naturally. You became the match. The moment internal sabotage ended, external release was unlocked. Fear loosened its grip. Self-doubt lost its authority. Old coping patterns fell away. And in that moment, heaven responded. Readiness is the key that turns the lock. Not perfection. Not force. Readiness. And today is confirmation that you crossed that threshold. You are no longer preparing, you are receiving. Chosen one, the season of near misses is finished. No more almost. No more not quite. No more watching things come close and then fall apart. This is the era where results speak for themselves, where favor becomes visible, where progress is measurable. Overflow will no longer be hidden. Breakthrough will no longer be theoretical. Heaven has rendered a decision, and it overrides every pattern that once blocked you. What was delayed is now delivered. What was resisted is now released. You will not need to convince anyone, evidence will do that for you. This is confirmation season, and it is undeniable. Chosen one, you are being positioned now, not for ego, but for assignment. The spotlight is finding you because you are ready to carry influence without losing humility. The striving phase is over. You no longer have to prove yourself, chase recognition, or force visibility. Elevation is happening naturally because your growth has aligned with your calling. People will begin to notice the difference. Opportunities will surface without pursuit. Recognition will come without exhaustion. You are transitioning from effort to reception, from pushing to allowing, from earning to inheriting. And as this elevation unfolds, you become a walking testimony, not of perfection, but of alignment. Repetitive miracles will follow you, not because you demand them, but because you live in the frequency that sustains them. Chosen one, not every miracle announces itself with noise. Some of the most powerful shifts happen so quietly that you only notice them when you realize what no longer has power over you. Panic that once rose automatically now dissolves before it can take hold. Confusion that once clouded your decisions is replaced with calm clarity. Exhaustion that lived in your body begins to lift, replaced by steady energy and emotional stability. These are not small things. These are internal miracles, and they matter just as much as the visible breakthroughs. Inner peace is evidence of alignment. Clarity is proof of divine order restoring itself. Emotional regulation is a sign that your nervous system is no longer in survival mode. Do not overlook these changes. Honor them. When the inside shifts, the outside follows naturally. Heaven always heals internally before it manifests externally, because what you carry within determines what you can sustain without. These quiet miracles are preparing you to enjoy what is coming without fear, anxiety, or self-sabotage. You are becoming safe for your own blessings. Chosen one, abundance is expanding beyond what you once limited it to. This season is not only about financial increase, though provision is included. It is about emotional overflow where peace becomes your default. Creative abundance where ideas flow without force. Relational abundance where connections feel mutual, safe, and life-giving. Spiritual abundance where clarity replaces striving and faith feels grounded rather than fragile. This is the life you were designed for, not one defined by constant recovery from loss, but one sustained by replenishment. Miracles in this season are confirmations, not decorations. They are evidence that your obedience mattered, that your pain was not wasted, and that your journey was seen. Everything that expands now validates what you endured then. You are no longer surviving, you are inhabiting the life that was always meant for you. Chosen one, do not measure today by yesterday. Yesterday operated under a different frequency. Stay present. Stay aware. Stay receptive. Many of today's miracles will arrive dressed in simplicity, a peaceful moment, an unexpected smile, a small win that changes your internal state. Do not overlook these moments waiting for something louder. Divine design often hides in what feels ordinary. Presence is what allows you to recognize miracles as they arrive. When you remain grounded in now, you notice how everything is gently aligning in your favor. This is not about forcing awareness. It is about relaxing into attentiveness. Today does not need to be rushed. It needs to be received. Every moment carries intention. Every detail is placed. Trust the design unfolding right in front of you. Chosen one, there has been a shift from begging to belonging. You are no longer asking from outside the door. You are inside the room. You carry authority now. You carry keys. You are not waiting for permission to be who you are. Your presence changes environments. Your energy shifts rooms. You are no longer chasing signs, you are becoming one. The supernatural is not something you visit occasionally. It is becoming your new standard. Old obligations to the past have been released. Old identities have expired. You are operating from inheritance, not desperation. And inheritance comes with confidence, not arrogance. You know who you are now. And because of that, doors respond to you. Chosen one, this season has no blueprint because you are the prototype. There is no reference point for what is unfolding now because it is being established through you. You are evidence of a new divine pattern, one that does not require struggle to validate worth, nor pain to prove calling. Heaven is focused on you even if the world is silent. Miracles will arrive without explanation because explanation is no longer required. You are not meant to be understood by everyone. You are meant to demonstrate what alignment looks like in real time. Through you, a new standard is being introduced. And the fact that it feels unfamiliar is proof that it is new. Chosen one, even when nothing appears to be happening, everything is moving. There is invisible assistance active around you right now, angels, people, systems, and circumstances aligning without your awareness. Hearts are being stirred in your favor by reasons they cannot explain. Decisions are being influenced behind closed doors. Paths are being cleared before you ever arrive. This is what divine orchestration looks like. You are not required to manage it. You are not meant to oversee it. Favor is locating you effortlessly because alignment has made you visible to the right forces at the right time. You may notice unexpected kindness, cooperation where there was once resistance, and help appearing exactly when needed. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are not walking alone. Heaven has gone ahead of you, arranging outcomes that benefit you before you even know what to ask for. Trust the movement you cannot see. It is working with precision, not haste. Everything required for today's breakthroughs is already in motion. Chosen one, you are graduating out of survival and into miracle consciousness. This is a shift in perception as much as it is a shift in experience. Where fear once shaped your expectations, perspective now leads. You are no longer bracing for impact, you are open to possibility. Heaven recorded every sacrifice, every silent surrender, every moment you chose faith over collapse. And now that record is being honored. What is arriving is not random reward, it is sacred harvest. You are entering a mode of living where miracles feel natural, not shocking. Where good news does not trigger suspicion, but gratitude. This is the graduation point, the moment where endurance gives way to enjoyment and trust replaces tension. You did not just make it through, you were prepared for what comes next. Miracle mode is not about spectacle, it is about stability. And you are ready. Chosen one, this is the moment where time itself seems to respond to you. What once required months of effort, waiting, and repetition now begins to move in minutes. Not because you are rushing, but because alignment removes unnecessary delay. Precision replaces postponement. Every step you take now lands accurately. Conversations reach conclusions faster. Decisions finalize without resistance. Doors open without prolonged struggle. You are entering a supernatural current where momentum carries you forward instead of you having to push against inertia. This is divine acceleration, not chaotic speed, but intentional movement. Back-to-back miracles begin to appear, not giving you time to doubt between them. One confirmation follows another. One win creates space for the next. This flow is sustained because it is sourced from heaven, not from exhaustion. You are no longer operating in scattered effort. You are moving in focused grace. Stay aligned, stay responsive, stay present. When acceleration begins, awareness keeps you balanced. You are not late. You are not behind. You are moving exactly at the speed of destiny now. Chosen one, what is unfolding in your life now carries a signature that cannot be erased. This alignment is not fragile, conditional, or dependent on human approval. It is signed by God. That means no person, no system, no delay, and no opposition has the authority to revoke what has been authorized over your life. Every area, your path, your provision, your positioning, is being marked with permanence. You may notice that resistance no longer has the same power it once did. What tried to block you now steps aside. What questioned your worth now confirms it. Breakthroughs approaching you will be public, undeniable, and unmistakable, not for validation, but for confirmation. You are entering a season where what was once hidden comes into full view. Blooming does not happen the moment the seed is planted. It happens after silent germination, unseen growth, and patient endurance. And now the evidence appears. What is manifesting in your life will make sense in hindsight, but it will arrive suddenly. This is unstoppable alignment. It is sealed. It is sustained. And it is moving forward regardless of opinion or circumstance. Chosen one, step into the rest of this day with your spirit open and your expectations elevated. Do not shrink back into old patterns of caution or doubt. You are not tempting fate by expecting good. You are agreeing with alignment. Miracles are not finished just because this message is ending. In fact, more is still unfolding. This day has been marked from beginning to end, and every hour carries intention. Walk slowly enough to notice, boldly enough to receive, and trust deeply enough to allow things to happen without needing to control them. You do not have to chase what has been assigned to you. Expect it to meet you. Expect solutions. Expect favor. Expect clarity. Expect peace. You are not hoping blindly. You are standing in a frequency that supports manifestation. Remember who you are. You are the chosen one, not because of perfection, but because of alignment, endurance, and readiness. Carry that identity into every interaction, every decision, every moment today. Let expectation shape your posture. Let trust anchor your steps. And as this day unfolds, remain aware of one truth. This is not the peak, it is the beginning. All day long, expect it.